everyone, my name is Chiezi. Well, this is my nickname since I was in 5th grade. Translating into English is eggplant. I've been uploading video to YouTube for almost 8 months since last year, and this is actually my first video that I ever use English to present product on this platform. So today I have two product that I want to review with you guys. First product is the newly launched Pat McGrath foundation. It is pretty in the bottle. And the second product I'm reviewing today is actually the Melt eyeshadow palette. It's actually not eyeshadow, it's called pressed pigment palette, which comes in this kind of big giant palette. So this is gonna be the two products I'm gonna put into the test of the day and to see how it works, performs throughout the day. So let's insert some swatches of this color and also some comparison of the color with other foundations. Here is the clip. Okay, so this is the swatch of the foundation that I'm testing today compared with my other foundations. The one on the left, it is the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage foundation in the color 010. Next over is the Too Faced Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation in the color Warm Nude. So next over is the Tarte Rain of the Sea foundation in the color Light Sand, and then the one on the very right, it is the foundation I'm testing today, which is the Pat McGrath in the color 07. So let's do some arm swatch. Wow, very impressive. Wow. So as you guys can tell, the green color need some blend, otherwise there is patchiness going on. So the purple color is not that pigmented as the other color is, but it's still very pretty. Alright, let's start with the foundation that I purchased a few days ago. It is the Pat McGrath Labs Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Foundation. So everybody that knows the Pat McGrath is very famous of their fine melt powder kind of eyeshadows, and then when I know that they're launching a foundation and then it is I think it's exclusive to Sephora, I was really happy about it. So not long ago I received a 20% coupon from Sephora, so I'll be like, okay, let's give a try of this newly launched foundation. So this is how it looks in the package. I haven't removed it, so let's take a look. So it comes with a paper box and it's matte. So wow, it's, when you open it, like it's like open from the top and take it out. Wow, man, the package, I have no complaint at all. It's, wow, it feels expensive. I got the color light 7. Look at the package, oh my god. Okay, let's read from the Sephora website to see how Sephora gives the description of this foundation. Alright, so this foundation comes with, so on the Sephora website we see the foundation has 36 colors. I would say the color range is pretty good. You know, we see some dark colors, and then already on here we've already see 539 reviews. It's 4.5 star at least. Okay, so basically this foundation, it is a sheer to medium coverage. So if you're looking for a full coverage foundation, this might not be a good one for you. I got the color 7, which described as light with yellow undertone. Okay, let's go ahead and start the process of getting the foundation onto my face. As usual, to test the foundation, I will be using a flat top kabuki and also a beauty sponge. So this one is the Eco Tools, I think, and this is the Sigma F82. Yeah, F80, sorry, F82 is the one with the round top. So let's get started. So let me give a real good shake, because I didn't know if it's gonna be the one that I need to shake. Okay, so remove the lid, you see a pump, which is good. So let me just squeeze out. Oh, okay, so to the finish, it's not like the watery foundation ever, but it is pretty runny, and the color is a little bit light on me, I think, but I can make it work. So that's with the first pump. I'm gonna use the brush on my left hand side. I didn't wear any primer whatsoever, so I want to see the foundation performs on my face, you know, solely by itself. So left hand side. Okay, so yeah, it's, well, it feels pretty lightweight. It's like putting water on your face, I would say. Well, let's get started. Okay, so this color is a little bit too light for me, but I can make it work. Okay, so this is the side that I have foundation on. This is the side I have nothing but moisturizer. First thought, when I just start to press the foundation onto my face, into my skin, I first see some straps that the the brush that creates. So I was like, a little bit too patchy, but after I press it in, it's alright. I don't see anything that is a strap. Okay, so it's very lightweight. So like compare these two sides, my face doesn't really feel difference. Okay, so let's do a close up. So this is the side with the foundation. This is the side without. So it is, like the description says, it's pretty sheer to medium coverage. I won't say this is a dewy foundation. It is matte, I would say, lean towards to satin finish. Okay, so let's use the beauty blender for the other side and to see if we can build it up afterwards. So I don't know, I've used full pump for my face. I usually other foundations, full pump is good enough to cover my full face. So alright, so let's see the other face. The other face, do I have two faces? I'm gonna use the sponge on the right side. So I thought that was pretty runny, so that probably will soak up a lot of foundation and give less coverage, but I've actually seen a better coverage, I would say, using the sponge. Okay, so using the sponge is easier to blend it out, so it's easier to pressing the foundation onto my face, but regardless, you know, it is a brush or a beauty blender, it is pretty lightweight. Alright, so with the beauty blender, I'm getting about the same coverage, but a little bit, you know, dewiness. I like the sheen that's up here on my cheek, so I'm really happy with this. So I have a little bit left on my hand, if you guys can tell, so I'm gonna press a little bit more out of the bottle and build the foundation around my freckles. And I don't see any oxidizing so far, so the color hasn't changed at all. And this foundation doesn't have any perfume, which is pretty good. Okay, so I'm typing more and more and more and more from the bottle. So pretty light layer of the second layer, so I'm gonna, you know, build it up a little bit. Okay, so after the second layer, I will see the coverage is buildable, which is good, and the finish is pretty lean towards the matte side. So yeah, not something I usually prefer, but I don't see any dry patches appears on my face, so I would say so far I'm pretty like it. So let me finish the rest of my makeup. I will come back with the shadow review. So this is the look with blush, highlight, and contour. After some concealer covering my dark circle, I pretty like this look so far. So let's jump right into the next review product, which is another exciting launch. So this eyeshadow has, I would say, 18 colors, and it retails for $65. On the Sephora website, it has 68 reviews, almost 4 stars of 5. I never really purchased any Melt product in the past, but I see so many good reviews about their Gemini eyeshadow, all the other goodies with, you know, the Magnite. So after I received the 20% coupon, I'm like, yay! So I can purchase this eyeshadow before the sale starts. So I put like the Gemini eyeshadow into my shopping cart, but it got sold out. So I was like, oh, a little bit disappointing. Then I see the just arrived stuff. This is the baby that caught my eye. So this is another eyeshadow palette. This is the look. It's very nice. It is pretty. So it is very nice to put on your vanity because it is big and then you got all the color you want. However, if you want to travel with this, I don't recommend. First, this is a cardboard package, and it's using the Magnite to stick these two sides together. So if you travel and because of the bulkiness and the unstable package, you probably will get a good result of using this product because it might shades, it might broke when you travel. So it's not travel friendly, but who travel every day, look, this is very beautiful. So in the intro, I believe everybody has seen my arm swatch, so I haven't really touched any of the powder yet, so I wasn't sure if this is gonna be a good powder to start with. Today, as you guys can tell, I wear some, you know, yellow greenish based clothing, so I will just probably will dive right into those matte colors to create a look. I haven't, you know, tried this powder yet, so I wasn't sure if I can come up with a good look, but let's just, you know, focus on trying this baby out. Okay, so because of the package, we don't have a mirror, so I'm gonna use my mirror, which can cover my full face. So first I'm gonna start with, I don't know, let's try this yellow. So the color is very pigmented. I just dip my brush into the powder for one time, get a half load of the brush, and I can get this kind of crazy pigmentation, which I like. So I don't mind a little bit kickback, as long as the powder is good. Ooh, I'm liking it so far. Okay, my crease is finished. Wow, very easy to blend, very pigmented. I like it. So let's go with the next color, which is this. The first color I'm using is 2012, and then I'm gonna use this. Let's go with the rule breaker, and then press onto the outer corner of my eye. Oof. Man, it is pigmented. I barely touched the powder and very easy to blend. Impressive. Wow. So let's go with some fun color. I'm gonna start using these two green colors. I wasn't sure how I gonna do it, but let's work it out. First, I'm gonna start with the darker one, which is Profesh. Okay, so the green color doesn't have a lot of kickback. Well, it's a little bit, I would say, to the gray touch. The color wasn't really like showing as green. I know people will say, oh, it is hard to make some green colors. I totally understand. So, well, first application is pretty good. Now after you blend it out, it's turning into a little bit grayish color, but I don't complain at all. So I still get a hint of the green and on my eyelid. So I'm going to go with the game changer, which is a lighter and brighter green. I'm gonna put in between these two color, in between this darker color and then my bare eyelid. Oh man, it's pretty. I would say with a more dense brush, I can create a pretty good look with it. So I don't complain at all. Okay, so I got the green going on. So I'm gonna go with the color underneath, right next to the green, this color called Bold, to give some color onto my lower lash line. Oh man. Do you guys see that? Let me use the other eye. So it's like, boom, swipe. There we go. It is impressive. So I'm gonna add a little bit green to the touch. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the palette and then get a little bit, flat kind of crease brush. I'm gonna dip right into the 2012 color mixed with the Bold a little bit. I'm gonna blend this edge a little bit because green and orange doesn't come together by itself. You have to give a little bit help for these two colors to melt in each other. Alright, so I'm gonna use a little bit dense doomed kind of brush, and I'm gonna press one of the, I've used some of the matte, I have no complaint at all. So I'm gonna dip into the color here. Well, it is a dual cone. Okay, so right here, as you can see, it is like a purpley pink and then gold kind of green. So it's very nice. So I'm gonna go ahead do that and pick up some color and press It is very nice. Okay, so far I've used a couple colors. I have no complaint at all. I like it. I recommend it based on the color that I'm using. Okay, so I'm gonna finish off my eye with some eyelash eyeliner. I'll be right back for the final check-in. Okay, you guys, this is the final look with the Pat McGrath foundation along with the nude eyeshadow palette. So far I'm liking everything that I put on my face. Now it is 10:57, so I finished my base makeup almost around 10:30ish, so what we'll call the check-in time 10:15. And then I'm gonna wear this makeup for a full day and to see how this foundation wear throughout the day, because this foundation doesn't have any SPF, so I'm not gonna do a flash test. This foundation actually contains 1.18 fluid ounces. Actually, it's a little bit more than the standard fluid ounces, which is 1 ounce. So I pretty like this foundation so far, and then it retails for $68. It is cheaper than their eyeshadows. So alright, so let's walk outside, do some activity, and come back with some other checking with natural lighting. Hi you guys, this is the foundation in natural lighting. I'm sitting right in front of my big window. So I've been wearing this foundation for almost an hour. So my natural oil has coming through. Now the foundation is beautifully sitting on top of my skin. As you guys see in the first check-in, which is just after I apply this foundation, I tell you guys this is a matte finish. Now after warm out for an hour, it is beautiful. I have some sheen coming through, but hopefully that's not gonna turn into a hot oil mess. So let's check in later on to see how this wears throughout the day. Let's go. Hello everyone, right now it's 2 o'clock. I'm in the restroom of a mall, giving you guys the first check-in. So because of the lighting, it is quite yellow, so in the video it's not gonna be showing the true color, but I'm checking with the mirror. Everything stays pretty good. There is no fading, there is no patches, no blemishes coming through. The original coverage is still on. Like I said, for the natural lighting checking video, the clip, that the natural oil came through, so the foundation is very beautiful right now. So right now I have no complaint at all. So we'll see you in a couple hours later to see if anything has been changed in regards of the eyeshadow, because I didn't use an eye primer, I didn't use my finger to apply, I didn't use any fixed plus. So right now everything still stay in the true color. I don't have anything has been creased. So let's see, for the next check-in, I'm gonna also give you guys the updates of the eyeshadow. We'll see you in a bit. Hello everyone, right now it's 6 p.m. So this foundation has been on for 7 or 8 hours. So right now I'm being experiencing a lot of oil situation around my, not my T-zone, but especially around my nose area. So I'm gonna use a piece of tissue, try to block all the oil to see if anything will come off together with the oil. But before I do that, this is the quick look under the bathroom light, which is a little bit warmer, I would say. But besides of the oil situation, I really like the foundation so far. There is no breakdown, there is no creasing whatsoever, and of course there is no patchiness. So I'm gonna block real quick. So I'm not gonna just wipe, just use the white tissue. The reason why I'm using a white tissue is so I can see how many foundations that's gonna come out together with the oil. Let's go ahead and get started. So I'm not gonna rub. All right, I'm gonna just be gentle, lightly, just tap on. Okay, I wasn't sure if you guys can tell, there is some foundation has been come off, but no major separation. So let me check with my mirror real quick. Yeah, it's beautiful. So after the oil has come off, this is very beautiful. So after the blotting, I will say this foundation is still very beautiful. So right now we're at 7 to 8 hour period. So I would say I want to still continue this test to see how long this foundation can last on my face. The next checking is gonna be under studio light. So I believe that will be the final checking. So I hope you guys will stay tuned for the next one. Right now it's 10 p.m. So this foundation has been on for almost 10 hours. So from the last check-in, it's the 8-hour mark point. I would say the foundation is still performing pretty well on my face. So I was promising you guys that I'm gonna do another 4 hour, so to see if this foundation truly gonna last forever. You know, sometimes you go party, so let's see how it works right now. So last time at Blond, I would say right now my face is pretty shiny. Around my nose, the foundation has been worn off, so there is no foundation, there is no coverage at all. So I will say this foundation might need a little bit setting situation. So my forehead is pretty dang good. There is no separation. My chin is probably like all the foundation has been gone. I've been resting on my chin, you know, so that's the part. The foundation color is acting pretty well. There is no darken, there is no orange color, you know, so there is no oxidation going on. Even this foundation has matte finish start from the beginning, but if you have oily skin, I suggest that you put some oil control primer underneath or setting your face anyways, because the oil situation was pretty intense around 6 hour point, and I was able to control the oil by, you know, patting the oil away. So this foundation will last another 1 hour. So I would say if you are wearing this foundation expecting to have more than 12-hour party or more than 12-hour event going on, this is not a good foundation to wear. From 8 hour to 9 hour, the regular daily life, this foundation is a good foundation. So, you know, ask a sample size from Sephora, you know, put it on, try the color, see if you like it. So let's talk about our eyeshadow. Okay, so I have a crease right here, but other than that, everything stays fine. There is no fading at all. The color just like glued onto my eyelid. I like this eyeshadow palette so far very much. All the color that I put on my face, I liked it. And even with the you know, sheen and glitter underneath, sometimes I've been, you know, rubbing this area, the glitter still on, and it's not transferring all over my face, which is a big plus. Being a matte formula, I would say this baby is a recommending product. I really want to do more look with this palette. So that being said, this is the product I'm recommending. The foundation, however, it is pricey, you know, $68. So if you guys are still interested in getting this one, try a sample size or wait more reviews, do a little bit more research to see if this is gonna be a good one before you make a commitment. So okay, this is today's review of this Melt Cosmetic eyeshadow palette and also this newly launched Pat McGrath foundation. If you guys have any question or suggestion, please leave a comment down below. If you like my video today, please give me a thumbs up or subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate your time to watch my video. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.